Good morning, my name is Lucia and I'm recording this video for the Erasmus Plus program in the Job Trader project. Today I'm here with Ángel Fariñas. Welcome, Ángel.
Right.
Thank you for being in here, and I'm just gonna interview I'm just gonna ask you things about your job in the modern economy. So
Okay.
Is there a sort of competition in this kind of work?
I think so. Not only mine, in every single job. You know, today it's critical. I mean, everybody wants to your job or your colleagues' job. So, yeah, definitely, there's always a competition.
I agree with that. When did you first think to do this job?
That's a very good question. You know, I think I've started to work many years ago, more than 20 years, and my first job was with computers, but. After a year, I think more or less after a year, we started to work with dentists. We sold a specific software to work with dentists, and in order to link with the tools, with the technological tools they've got in the clinics. So that was the time I realized I really love to work in something related with medicine and in that environment.
Why did you choose to do this job?
Well, it's I
very
think
similar to
I
the
think
other
I answered
question.
that question before,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
yeah,
We can skip that question.
Okay.
Can you make a lot of money for it if you want to answer this
Well,
question?
that's not a fair question. Well, not bad. Let's say.
Okay. Is it a job that requires to be alone when you work?
Sometimes, but depends on the. As long as you start to promote in your job, you know, when you become a chief or a director, then you're always accompanied by somebody else with something. So not always, but sometimes you do. Yeah.
And does this job require mobility?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Just saying that Ángel just came from Sevilla today. Well, actually yesterday. I don't really know. But
Well, I was born in Galicia, in the northwest of Spain, and then we moved down to the south to Seville, and then now we're living in Madrid. But also, I was living in England too, so yeah, definitely you have to get ready for that.
Yeah. What are the main skills you need for jobs in the modern economy?
Several ones, more than one, definitely. Probably to be open-minded, to be ready for, as we said, to mobility, to speak several languages, more than Spanish and English, probably German, Deutsch, or what else? Many different skills, really, especially to be open-minded and to be really ready for develop yourself, to work with teams with many different kind of people, different cultures, and to be ready to work with the new technologies, teleconference every single day, and so on.
And talking about technology, how dependent is on technology your job?
100%.
Yeah. And can you do your job without access to internet? I don't think so.
No. There's no way. No, for ages now.
How do you think your job will change over to the next 5 to 10 years?
I don't really know how it will change in the next coming years. Probably the sense of my job will not change, but what I think it will change are the technologies. We're moving really fast. When you work for a multinational, you're always changing many things, many ways of working, many technologies, many different things coming in, but I cannot answer that question specific to something because I don't really know.
And how long do you think it will be before your job will be classed as traditional?
Well, I don't think you should consider it traditional. Not now, it wasn't in the past and not in the future. The thing is that it will change. It's always moving on, so it's constantly changing things to get adapted to the new life and new technologies. But I think I don't think should be considered an old or traditional one. You know, it's what it is.
And is your job on high demand right now?
Yeah, it's been always on high demand, and of course today too.
And could a robot do your job?
You know, I don't think a robot can do my job, but I'm pretty sure they are gonna come. We will have robots working with us to help us, but not to
replace you.
to replace me. You know.
And how does job impact your daily life?
Yes, I think so. I have to travel a lot, so I cannot sleep at home every single day. Many weekends I have different meetings, international congresses and things like that, so of course it has an impact on my life and my family.
And I think this is a very stupid question, but is your education relevant to your job?
Yes, to work for the pharmaceutical industry today, you need at least a degree in medicine, chemics or pharmaceutical. Otherwise, that's the entrance to this sector. You know, if you don't have that degrees, there's no chance. Probably, 20 years ago was different, but not anymore.
And is job-specific training required?
Absolutely. Not only when you join this kind of companies. Always, we are continuing. Learning something new. We have to study quite a lot. Constantly, every single month, every quarter and year.
Yeah, because of the technologies that we were talking about.
Yeah, but when you work with medicine, you have to be updated all the time. Many different new studies and new techniques, so you have to be updated every single minute. Yeah.
What skills will young people need to thrive in this brave new world?
Well, it's going to be tough for all of you, I can tell you. It's going to be tough. But especially, well, as I said before, to be open-minded, to be ready for mobility, not only across the country, but also abroad to go to the US, to the rest of Europe, to be really open to different cultures. As I said before, that's very important, because sometimes when you don't travel abroad, you don't realize
you're missing things.
Yeah, but many different cultures, many different ways of thinking. To do something that you normally do this way, and you go to the US, and they do the same thing in 3 different ways. So if you don't do that, you won't be ready. You can study quite a lot, but if you're not open-minded, you won't get, you won't be good.
And has your job replaced other jobs that have become outdated?
I don't think so. No, definitely I don't think
a salesperson has always been there and hasn't replaced anyone?
No. Salespeople were always there, since the early 18th, many years ago.
And are you afraid of artificial intelligence?
No, absolutely not. In fact, I was lucky because last weekend I was talking to a very important physician from London, from Moffat. I was having dinner with these physicians, and we were discussing about IA, artificial intelligence, and it's amazing. What I think is artificial intelligence will help us quite a lot. In every, in medicine, absolutely, but also in other sectors, different sectors, engineers and things like that.
Yeah. Do you think machines will take over man's world in the future?
Absolutely, but for some jobs. Will be replaced by machines and robots. Not my job, and many others, of course, not. But of course, especially, there are a lot of jobs that will be replaced by machines. In fact, it's happening today. We don't have to look forward. It's already happening.
Do you think my generation is prepared for working abroad?
You should. You should, definitely. That's something, that's a very important question. Because what I don't understand today in Spain, young people are complaining all the time. Because there's no job, 60% of unemployment for young people, and I can understand you. But what I cannot understand is why somebody who just got a degree, who's 23 years old, take your sack, take your luggage, and go abroad because you're ready to work outside. But I don't know why you're complaining all the time. Maybe because you want to stay at home with your parents, paying everything. Maybe it's that. I don't know.
And the final question: after this interview, do you really think I have a chance to go to Lancaster?
Well, you should go. You should go, definitely. You're a very good pupil, you speak very good English, and I think you deserve it. Yeah.
Thank you. So thank you so much, Angel.